put them into action immediately. When the plans appear, they will probably flash on the screen of your mind through your sixth sense. That's your intuition, in the form of an inspiration. This inspiration may be considered a direct telegram or message from infinite intelligence. Treat it with respect. Act upon it as soon as you receive it. He said, failure to do this will be fatal to your success. Now, let me tell you what I did. I'm sitting in a fire hall. I'm earning above average income at $4,000 a year. Now, I'm going back 1960, 61. So you see, in my social circle, that was a pretty good job. There were thousands of people applied. Only 14 of us got the job when I started on the job. No one had ever quit this job since 1934. I was the second person to quit. But I got doing what Napoleon Hill said. And it was all strange to me because nobody around me was doing it. Everybody thought I was crazy. They wanted to know why I kept reading this book. They were laughing at me. But I did what he said. I turned the plan over to my imagination. I kept reading this. I could see myself with the money. I was getting emotionally involved with it. And I was really getting into this. I was starting to wonder about myself, to tell you the truth. But I did what he said. I was prepared to do anything honest to earn money. And I started to hear people talk about it. And one day I heard a man say there's good money cleaning offices. I'd never thought of cleaning offices. I didn't know anything about it. I started to look into it. And I got a feeling, go and talk to this man. I went and talked to him, and he said, I got a used floor machine you could buy. I had to come up with $980. Here I am. I'm mentally now building an office cleaning business in my mind. I finally got the money. It cost $980 for a used floor machine and some buckets and mops. Then I had to go out knocking on doors, try and find somebody that let me clean their office. I finally found someone. And then I found another one and another one. And you know that pretty soon I was earning an extra $100 a month, an extra $1,000 a month, an extra $5,000 a month. Do you know, it wasn't until I was earning around $12,000 a month. The chief in the fire department was only earning $11,500 a year. My life was changing. It was changing so dramatically. And then I went in and I quit working on the fire department. And I was scared. Man, was I scared. I was earning more money every month than the chief was earning all year, and I was afraid to quit the job. Why? Because it had been programmed into my mind that there was security in this job. There's no security in a job, in any job. If you think there's security in a job, you lose your job, then you've lost everything. You're totally demoralized. Security's an inside thing. If you haven't got it inside, you haven't got it. And the chief said, Bob, what are you going to do? And I said, I'm going to clean offices. He thought I was crazy. But you know that I started to clean offices. And then one day I passed out on the street. Literally passed out. I was exhausted. See, I thought the answer was clean more offices, work harder. I had followed that hunch. I did what he suggested. I was earning all kinds of money. I was working hard. And I came to, and there was a big police officer looking at me, and there was a crowd of people, and I could see flashing lights. And I was scared. I had passed out from exhaustion. 26, 27 years old. This was not normal. I finally got away from them. They wanted to take me to the hospital. I got away. And I got thinking, and I thought, this is not normal. There's something wrong here. And it's like he said, a flash. A little voice in my head said, Bob, if you can't clean all of them, don't clean any of them. So I got all dressed up. And I got other people cleaning offices. And you know, in less than 5 years, I was cleaning offices in Toronto, Montreal, Boston, Cleveland, Atlanta, London, England. It's just like he said in here. No more effort is required in order to aim high, to demand abundance and prosperity, than is required to accept misery and poverty. Do you know what you have to do? You have to stay tuned in to this kind of information. Now that's what I started to do. I started to stay tuned into this. I started to realize that not many people really studied this, so I was going to be a little different than the masses. But then they started to realize that's what he talked about in the book. One person wins, 97 lose. You can follow whatever one you want. You can follow the one who's winning or go with the one who's losing. Now, think of what I'm telling you. I'm not doing this for any personal gain, although I'm going to gain. Givers gain. You can't put too much good information out there. I've been doing this now for 40 years all over the world. I travel all over the world. Just sharing this information because I know the difference it'll make. It'll change your life like night and day. Where does it start? It starts with the card. You got to decide what you want. Then you've got to believe it. He said, there's a difference between wishing for a thing and being ready to receive it. You're not ready until you believe it. How do you believe it? You study yourself. You keep studying yourself. You dig in. Then he said you've got to turn it over and you've got to get emotionally involved. And then you've got to believe that your imagination will actually start to manufacture the way for you to do it. Now, if somebody had said to me, read this, quit the fire department, go clean offices, I would have thought they were right out of their mind. But that's what I did. And you see, I got all the people that were cleaning offices for me reading this. Then I started to study Earl Nightingale's material. Then I started to give them Earl Nightingale's material. Finally, I left my own business, and I went to work with Earl Nightingale. 5 years later, I started the Life Success business, and now we operate all over the world. Do you know why? I follow exactly what this author's saying. I started to study it, and I wouldn't let it go. And I study it every day. Now, if I can go from sitting in a fire hall worrying about debt to earning millions of dollars a year, to earn 175 the first year, because I followed what I felt I should do, what do you think you could do? You see, I'm prepared to help you. Now, you come back, I'm going to make another video, and I'm going to give you a plan that'll keep you on the track you want to be on. It'll keep you locked in on that track, and it'll take you to wherever you want to go. You see, I know that if I can earn millions, if I can end up on TV shows that are all over the world in hundreds of countries, if I can teach people like John Assaraf and others like him, Vic Johnson, turn millions of dollars, Jerry Robert, I can show you how to do it. Decide what you want. Don't let the people around you knock you off track. Keep studying yourself. Become emotionally involved with what you write on your card. Study this material every day. And I guarantee you, your life will change like that. That's all mine. It was just simple little things that I did every day. So do you see, when people ask me, what'd you do? That's what I did. That's what I did. Now, I've got a plan that'll work for you. And you tune in, I'm going to make another video. And I'm going to show you exactly what you can do. And your life will change like night and day. This is Bob Proctor, and thank you.